just got our bread for Napa Rose.
I honestly can't remember anything that she said.
They told us so quickly we didn't catch any of it.
And I took some butter out already.
Alright, so for our next little course, our starter is calzone.
So we ordered a pizzetta, and they told us it was a calzone tonight instead for the special. So we're gonna find out. So I guess it comes with some
mushroom sauce,
juice, some au jus, some peppers, and olives. And the juice is good. Looks like it's mushroom, onion, spinach, and beef.
Beef?
Mm-hmm. So it's like a French dip, but in a calzone.
Alright. Alright, so I just got the Colorado lamb with sausage. Then we got a truffle
mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese as a side to share.
And then I got the filet mignon, and it has some mashed puree, some veggies, and an onion.
Alright, so we just got our desserts, and it is a warm hazelnut.
Warm pear, hazelnut, something.
We'll put it in the video. Alright, so we just got done eating at Napa
Rose at the Grand Californian Hotel.
And we just kind of wanted to let you know what we thought of it. The food was really good. The service was excellent.
Yeah, the server was really good. We talked about that during dinner. It was like he gave us enough space. He didn't hover, he didn't rush, but it wasn't like the service was slow either.
Right.
So I really enjoyed that. Oh, you can keep going. I was looking for the menu.
But yeah, the food was cooked amazingly, and they were willing to describe to us everything that was in the food, how it was cooked and everything. They're very descriptive with it instead of just throwing a plate on your table. They're willing to help me with drinks, because I'll drink wine, but I'm a sweet wine drinker. I don't like dry wines. So they kind of they'll help you like pick out a wine
that you like, that will suit your palate.
Yeah.
Well,
one of our first things we tried to order was like little pizza flatbreads that we saw.
It was a pizzetta, but
pizzetta.
The reasoning of why we didn't get that was because it was whatever was in season.
Yeah.
So their season of choice right now
was like
a calzone style.
And myself was thinking, oh, pepperoni and cheese
calzone.
like something you'd get from like Pizza Hut. No, it had mushrooms and spinach in it. Mozzarella. And I am a very picky eater. And when he said mushrooms, I was almost about to tell him to take it back. But I gave it a chance. And it was actually really good.
Yeah, so he actually saw me take a bite of it.
She took the first bite.
And when I said it was good, then he tried it, because I'm not really a fan of mushrooms either. And it really isn't even a flavor, because I feel like they don't really have a flavor. They take on whatever flavor you add to it. But it's the texture that I really can't get over. But the way that they cooked their mushrooms in the calzone was almost like meaty.
Yeah.
So it wasn't, they weren't slimy, they weren't mushy, you know, things like that you would typically think of
with cooked
and
mushrooms.
not well cooked mushroom.
Yeah.
So, but that was really good, and we were really pleasantly surprised that we liked it. So that was our starter, and so then we just kind of started continuing on this theme of trying new things.
Trying new things.
Well, except me.
Yeah, well, I mean, but being in California, just trying some new things instead of eating our typical stuff we're usually comfortable with.
We stick to, our comfort food. So then we moved on to our entree. Oh, we didn't talk about the bread.
Oh yeah,
so we actually had bread service too. That was complimentary. Yeah. So they brought us 3 different types. Well, they brought us like a seasoned flatbread, which I really liked because I liked the crunch. And then they brought us, I think it was a sun-dried.
I have no idea.
something bread. And then the other bread was obviously seasoned.
There's 3 different types of bread you get.
And then with the creamy butter.
Yeah, the very good butter that spreaded very easily.
Yes, the spreadability, A+.
Yeah.
So we had that, and then our starter, and then our entree.
Yeah. I had the Colorado lamb with...
Oh, I pulled it up.
With sausage.
You had...
no.
The Colorado lamb chops and merguez sausage with sunflower root, mint pistil, and roasted red pepper essence. And then I had the grilled filet mignon, and it has whipped potatoes, roasted roots, sweet and sour onions with a Cabernet essence. And then we also ordered a side to share, which was the truffled mac and cheese pasta with Parmigiano Reggiano. So it was like their spin on a mac and cheese. It wasn't quite your traditional mac and cheese. So it was really good. The flavor was great. It was just, I was way too full at that point. So I took a little bit of it, but I had the filet, and that was fantastic. It was probably one of the best fillets I've ever had, ever. And it would just cut with my knife. I didn't have to struggle, which you should never have to, but you know. Yeah, it cut like butter. It was perfectly cooked, no complaints. You know, the flavor was great. It went well with the sides, and you can't go wrong with, you know, a steak meal.
Right.
And it really set the tone for the rest of the week.
Yeah, my lamb chop was really good. It was tender and juicy. The sausage was alright. It wasn't the best in the world, and it was a very small. Yeah. I was gonna get into that, but
I'm not a good sausage. I'm not a big sausage fan, so just seeing that,
it was alright. Yeah. The sausage was fine, but the lamb chop was really good.
Yeah, I tried it too. It was really good.
And then, even though we were full, arm was hurting there. But
yeah, even though we were full, we decided we had to continue and try something new. Yeah. So we ordered a pear sorbet with a cinnamon honey pear brickle.
You should have the menu up, which I don't know if the dessert.
No, it was a winter dessert special. Yeah. So if you were to come seasonally, it's going to be a different dessert menu each time. So the pear sorbet was super cold, and then the cake was warm. So that was a good mixture and combination. It wasn't too cinnamony, it wasn't too pear. Oh, it had hazelnut in it too. Right. Yeah, so the hazelnuts were light. It was actually a very light dessert, even though it was a cake.
Yeah.
It was a very light dessert, and it wasn't heavy or chocolatey, which I love chocolate. That's my favorite dessert. And for me to like it, that wasn't, you know, chocolate says a lot. So, I mean, I think they're right when they say it's the best restaurant here on property.
Yeah, for me, it was one of the best eating experiences I've had probably so far with Disney. Narcoossee's was pretty good. The only reason why I gave that one a slight thumbs down over this would have been our server.
Oh, yeah.
which probably isn't fair to Narcoossee's, but this one just, everything was great from the time we stepped in to we did sit at the bar for a little bit to have a drink because we were waiting for our reservation.
Right.
But
the bartender there was nice.
Yeah, the bartenders were great.
The hostess that sat us was great. You know, very, you know, she pulled out my chair.
Right.
She put the napkin on my lap.
Yeah, I thought that was a little weird. Apparently, I got in trouble because I went ahead and put my own napkin in my lap, and she turned around and realized there was no napkin to help me with.
Yeah, and then they like put the menu in your hands, and then they give you clean silverware each
course.
Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Each course. So they set your table exactly how it should. Yeah. Instead of you just kind of moving it all around and whatever. So they set your table after every course. You know, they come by with their wine and their cloth, and they have the buckets, and it's just a really nice fine dining experience here on property. It can be, you know, as dressy as you want it, and it could also be casual. Yeah. There's no dress code. But it is, you know, if it's something, a special occasion, or like what we like to do is we like to at least have one fine dining experience.
That was it.
That was it, yeah. So now it's going to be, you know, quick service and, you know, fun little snacks and treats along the way. But even on our anniversary trip, we picked one restaurant. We wanted to celebrate our anniversary, and then the rest we kind of just did it. You know, we just ate wherever we wanted to, it felt like. But I think it's kind of a fun tradition that we've started on our vacations. Yeah. So this time we did Napa like right when we got in so that we could just kick off our vacation. Yeah. So, but I would highly recommend it.
Yes, highly recommend. It was, like I said, great experience. Everything was great about it.
So the great thing about being over here in Disneyland is they don't have, well, it's not. Let me start over. So they don't have the dining plan here, so no one asks you if you're on the dining plan, which is so weird. I'm like waiting for them to say it. But also, if you are a DVC member, they have DVC discounts everywhere except Napa Rose does not have a DVC discount. So there's no dining plan, no discount. So that is something that, you know, is nice knowing going into it. If you're going to pay a price, you know, a good amount for a meal, just know that you're not going to have any kind of discounts or anything. But that didn't, you know, stray us from going or not. So
so yeah, that was just like a little tip there. Basically be prepared to pay full price, I guess, unless you have. Well, I don't know if they accept it or not, so maybe I shouldn't say that. I want to say maybe unless you have a Disneyland annual pass.
No, I don't think they accept any at all.
Oh, okay.
I think it's because it's such
an experience.
Fine dining. Yeah. It's such a signature restaurant that they don't take any kind of discounts.
Oh, okay. Well, so be prepared to pay full price.
Yeah, but it was worth it.
Yeah, definitely worth it. So let us know. Have you eaten there before?
Would you want to? Or do you even eat in fine dining or signature dining at all on your vacations?
Yeah. So yeah, just leave a comment. Let us know what you think if you've ever wanted to eat there. And make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff. Thanks for watching, guys.